Lazy Ass Vegan. Today we're going to go ahead and make kind of like a cinnamon roll from the dough we made the other day for the pizza dough. It's also like a bread dough. We're going to do it different because there's not going to be any egg, there's not going to be any butter. So it will taste a little bit different, but the same. So I took the dough out and I forgot to flour the surface, but it doesn't matter. So it's going to be kind of a little crusty, and let it rise for a little while. Pound it down. These will be a lot lower in calorie because you're not going to be using butter. If you want to use butter because you're not vegan, you can just replace it with the spray that I'm going to use. So you're going to do that. I'm going to use the spray. So now if you were going to use butter, you'd slather it right on. You kind of get it to room temperature. And I actually want this a little bit thinner. So I don't use the rolling pin often, but I'm going to. Okay. You just spray it down. I mean, don't cover it or anything, but just, you don't want a ton of it, but just spray it down. Then take brown sugar. If you don't have brown sugar, but you have molasses, use that. Because that's all it is raw sugar or white sugar and molasses. So you're just going to take your brown sugar. Now, a lot of times people will use brown sugar, butter, regular sugar. I don't think you need all those calories. And I think it tastes just as good. So this is a lower sugar, lower fat, I guess, alternative. Just kind of pat that down in there. If you really like brown sugar, you can put more. Do you really like brown sugar? You want brown sugar? Okay. So I'm going to put more. Dana likes brown sugar. Just kind of really get it in there. And if it feels really clumpy, just move it. Okay, and then you take your cinnamon. And we're going to do a banana frosting over the top after because I don't think it needs more sugar. So there you are on that. So roll the end in a little bit on both sides, just like that. Then you just start with a little roll, make sure it's tucked in, and then roll it over again. It will start to work. If it feels like a corner's not working, just kind of tuck it in. You don't need to keep it tight, but it helps so when it cooks. And again, this is just a lower calorie vegan option. You can go ahead and make these cinnamon rolls the traditional way, which is with butter and some other things, and those are pretty easy to find. And if you want to email me, I can get you that recipe. Now when these bake, they're going to bake up pretty high, I think. I am using a different bread dough recipe, but I think they're going to bake up pretty high. So I'm going to make sure this isn't too hot. So you're literally going to just cut them like so. And it will come apart a little bit. That's all right. Just tuck it and you're going to lose some of your stuff. So I will do this. And because there's no butter holding them together, you are going to find it a little more difficult to manage. That's okay, they still will end up tasting great. Like that. I think Dan's excited that I'm making cinnamon rolls.
Can't wait.
Right? There we go. So you see that they come apart like that when you're pulling it. It's really okay. Just pinch it in a little bit, and it is because there's no butter. See how that easily that comes apart? Just push it together. Now I probably will not cook all of these, so what I will do, no, I will cook them all with this particular dough. Cook them all, and then even if you have to do 2 batches, and then you can freeze them if you need to. If you didn't pre-freeze your dough, I made this dough the other day and stuck it in the freezer, then you can go ahead and as a roll like this, just stick it in the freezer. I don't want to put something back in the freezer I haven't cooked again. Some people say that's an old wives' tale. I decided not to take my chances. So, and we can even just put them really together. Okay, this is the topping for the cinnamon rolls. A lot of people use, I think they call it confectioner's sugar and water and butter and vanilla and something else. I don't really remember. You can use vanilla in this, which actually would be pretty good, I would think. I might actually see if I have some super quick. Maybe not. I have a smidge. Okay, I have a smidge of it. So some people will take their banana and then they'll put it in the bowl and they'll use a fork and they'll mash it down. And you can do it that way, but it takes a long time. Or hold the banana upside down and just squish it. Don't squish so hard that the skin breaks, because then the banana is going to come all over. But this is just going to save you a whole lot of time. And so then start pushing harder to break the seal. And there you go. That's how easy it comes out. And then you don't have to mess around as much. It just takes a lot less time. The more spotted the banana peel is, the easier this will be to do. But you don't want it too spotted in this case. Normally I say to eat a really spotted banana because they're the best for you, but in this case you don't really want that. I'm just trying to break down the banana. And take a look at that while I get some water for it. So this is what we're going to do. I just want to grab a cinnamon roll to cool while I'm getting the rest of this ready. These are fairly hot. Okay, they're really hot. Alright, so there's that. I just wanted that to get cool. So you've got your banana, and we're going to add just a little bit of water, not too much. And mix that up. Okay, and set that aside. And take a little bit more water, like a tablespoon-ish. And you're going to take a little bit of brown sugar. Take your vanilla. That's about a tablespoon, I guess, in there. We'll just dump it in, it don't matter. Some people like to use more sugar. I don't think we need it. And, yep, even more cinnamon. And go ahead, and we're going to blend that pretty well. I'm going to add just a little bit of flour, like a pinch, a good pinch. Okay. And take this bowl, add it in there. You will see that you're getting like a banana sauce. And you go ahead and take your sauce and you're going to drizzle it right over. So the same you would as the confection, but you're getting a banana topping to go over it. That's a lot healthier for you. So then let's cut one and see how it looks in the center when it's done. Looks like that. And that's the sauce.